or not, too.
Yeah.
It's like they put us in the absolute worst spot for the sun. Like if we were on the other side, the sun's at our back. If they're over there, the sun's at our side. They put us in the worst spot for the sun.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So it's pretty cool, and man, the crowd is awesome. This is great. This is exactly what you want. So what else is going through your mind, man?
I don't know. I'm struggling over here about one thing. You're struggling with the
A little cube that provides a so I'm getting.
We're in the worst.
All right, I'll get you up to full Sunday of action. Ask for more than that. 14 over the Patriots in New England. Jags and Tech 30-0. Rams and the Packers. We got a lot of things getting close right. We've got close right. We've got
with a lot of L's.
Yeah, I'm taking a lot and address
with a lot of L's.
Yeah, I'm taking a lot and address the crowd. Brand new season.
Young guys really take
brand new season.
Young guys really take that next step.
The letter O, there's so much in leaders, and don't treat
that next step.
The letter O, there's so much in leaders, and don't treat for all of our season campaign. For all of our season campaign. Campaign video. All of our season campaign. Campaign video.
Live here at Pioneer Courthouse. We're just a few minutes charge. Awesome, funny. Shacker, I said little dice.
A little fun right now. Dancers and the staff.
Large and in short, roughly about 10 minutes, and they're throwing out T-shirts. It's literally football freaks out back home where.
Right?
Yes.
Feels good. This is Rip City.
The Colts are 48-10. Bucks on top of the are tied up at 10, and everyone is just
second and go because there's going to stand up, dude.
Yeah,
business is the day that I had a radio voice quiet and lost for words. Was when I called you. I'm like, did you see the news? Did you see the news? You start freaking out. You're like, what news? What news? And I'm like, Dave's coming back. And there was just silence. I took my phone from my ear because I thought I had lost connection with you. And then you're just like, I'm speechless. like
I was.
That's the kind of moment it was, man. So it's cool to have this opportunity to welcome him back.
And we got a sea of people down here right now. So this is great, man. I'm proud. Just absolutely thrilled and proud of Rip City and what they're doing and showing out today. This is awesome.
And you know, too, Chad, we've talked a lot about how important this is to Rip City.
Uh-huh.
If I know anything about Dame in the years covering him, he might not say it outwardly, but you know that when he steps on this stage and sees these people, it's going to mean a lot to him that they came out for him.
Oh, absolutely. It's a big deal, man.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. He knows that, man. He feels a connection. And I know, and I know one of his family members at one of the golf courses I frequent, and, he tells me all the time, how much Dame loves and appreciates this area. And the opportunity to be back home. And this dude, we're both dads.
Oh, yeah.
And I've tried it before. I was down in the Bay Area trying to be a weekend father flying back and forth. It sucks balls. It's not good.
It's a hard thing to even comprehend. It's like when you look at, like, your career and, like, could you go take this opportunity in this state? It's like the first thing that crosses my mind is, I don't know if I would want to take my kids out of school and lose their friends and those relationships they've built. Like, those things matter, and those things that cross your mind. Like I said, that's why he went to Milwaukee, but his family didn't, because he loved the relationships they were building down here.
Yeah, there's no question about it. All right, 503-248-0620 is your telephone number. What we're going to do here is we're going to take a break, and then we come back. We're going to get a chance to turn it over to the mic, and we'll hear from Damian Lillard as we celebrate the return with this Rip City reunion live from Pioneer Courthouse Square. Chris Burkhardt, Chad doing with you on your home of the Blazers, 620 Rip City Radio. This. So Damian Lillard is going to be up on stage and address the crowd here. And once he does, we will turn it over to Dame as we get a chance to welcome him back with this Rip City reunion. And it's funny, I had someone hit me up earlier today and said, dude, such a bad timing to have a Rip City reunion for Dame. People are watching football, they're not going to show up, and he's not going to get the respect he deserves. And now you look around, and I see like 4,000 people in all directions. I'm like, Dame greater than NFL. That's big time right there.
Yeah, we live in a day and age where you can record your football game and watch it later. You want to be here for this.
Yeah, this is terrific, man. I love it. And I love all of you. In fact, Rip City, you'd be proud to see how everyone has shown up today, large and in charge. The smart individuals are the ones who have seek shade up in the the bowl area of the amphitheater, getting shielded by some buildings because the temperature is probably about 20 degrees different from the shade to the sunlight, but the sunlight has come out. I was concerned with the rain this morning. We've got a beautiful canine detective dog right here in front of us. Spectacular. Love the dog. Yeah, just checking things out. This is awesome, man. Good security on hand. This is great. A lot of family and kids.
My guess is Puppy Shot's not the best protector.
No. No, because he'll just want to come up and lick you. That's how a dachshund responds to things. They just want to lick you to death. They'll bark, so you know someone's around, but yeah.
Oh, it's
just like a golden retriever. They'll make friends with you before they try to.
It's like my little chihuahua. She will let you know someone's outside, but
once you come up to her, she retreats and just wants to be friends.
Yep, absolutely.
This is great, man. Dame's going to get a chance to address the crowd, and we'll see what he has to say. DJ OG1 is on hand. Blazer Dancers. They just shot out some T-shirts a few moments ago. And I think Blaze and Douglas Fir stole the show like usual. The kids love them.
Oh, absolutely. They do. When we had that talk, that'd be a fun gig, be a mascot. A hard gig, but that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I always want to know, does the guy in the mascot or the girl in the mascot, do they smile for every picture too?
That's a great point. How, who was your favorite mascot when you were younger? Like, I loved the gorilla down in Phoenix. I thought the gorilla was amazing.
I've always been partial to the duck. The Oregon Duck has always been good. And when it came to the NBA, yes, the gorilla in Phoenix.
I love that too. Big fan of the gorilla, and I've always been a big fan of the San Diego Chicken too.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Right.
Great comedy.
Philadelphia Philly, I mean, come on now.
What are those things that race, the big long things? They race around the diamond and
the big long things that race around. They have like the wiener races, the hot dog races.
Yeah. I like the hot dog races too.
The hot dog races. It's just the phrasing, you know.
Oh. Sorry about that. You're taking over Travis as well. He used to be the one always Chad phrasing. Chad phrasing. And I would make mistakes like that. But that's where we're at right now. Pioneer Courthouse Square getting ready for the ultimate setup. Damian Lillard is going to come out and address the crowd for this Rip City reunion. Chris Burkhardt is here. I am here. The entire crew is here. And the crowd has shown up in droves, which is really awesome. So hope you're enjoying that. The early action in the NFL is coming to a close, so let me get you up to date on what's going on as we wait for Dame to make his appearance here in downtown Portland. And you forget, like, we know Dame's big, but you forget until you see a moment like this, like, oh, Dame's our guy, he's big time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, people I think are still coming in, and there was a few dozen when we got here earlier. I'm like, oh, there's going to be a couple hundred. There's over 1,000 here. Easy. A couple thousand showed up for this. It's awesome.
All right, the Packers and Browns tied up at 10 with 3 seconds to go, fourth quarter in Cleveland. The Browns in a position for a game-winning field goal. Vikings are going to hammer the Bengals today 48-10 in Minnesota. The 5:21 to play fourth quarter. Eagles 27, Rams 26. Philadelphia has come back from big. They were down big early, but they've come back to take the lead with 2 seconds to go. The Rams trying to get a last-second field goal up. Bucks are leading the Jets 26-20 with 2:28 to play fourth quarter. Commanders 41, Raiders 24, and right now the Jags on top of the Texans 17-10 down in Jacksonville with 57 seconds to go in that fourth quarter. The Seahawks will host the Saints later on today. Cowboys and Bears, Cardinals and 49ers, and the Sunday nighter, the Chiefs will take on the Giants. A couple of finals from earlier. Steelers over the Patriots in New England 21-14. Panthers shut out the Falcons 30-0. And the Colts continue their impressive play, 41-20 winners in Tennessee over the Titans. And you wonder how good is Daniel Jones? Well, he continues his early season hot pace right now. 18-25, 228 yards, 1 touchdown, and no pick. So he goes from being awful in New York to now being sensational through 3 games with the Colts.
You know, sometimes when you're in a bad organization, you're just in a bad spot. Yeah, shout out here to Chad. I don't know if you could see, but there's even a couple people in these buildings around here who are out here in the windows and the stairwells looking down. Like that's pretty cool.
It is kind of neat, man. That's what they were doing during the during the championship rally, which is pretty cool.
There's Dame on the side of the.
Oh yeah, there's Dame.
As you just heard a little bit of the crowd get going, so they see him, they know it.
Yeah, Dame is on the scene.
He's backstage,
and he's going to be taking the stage here real soon. And when he does, we'll turn it over to Dame. But that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's like just a glimpse of him, and people were like, "Oh gosh, here we go." That's pretty fun. That's yeah, man, this is awesome.
This is cool, man. Once again, heartfelt thank you to Rip City for coming out and giving Dame the reception he deserves. But this is really sweet, really special, really awesome to see this, man. Rip City showing up and doing so strong, which is what you expect. But he'll take the stage here in just a moment, and when we do, or when he does, we'll get a chance to hear from him. Again, if you want to jump on board, you can share a message to Dame, 503-248-0620. That is the telephone number, 503-248-0620. We're going to be on air up until around 2 o'clock as we broadcast live here from Pioneer Courthouse Square, 503-248-0620. Final in Cleveland, the Browns have defeated the Packers 13-10. So they came back from a 10-0 deficit in the fourth quarter to get 13 unanswered and win that game. Other games that are still going right now, Rams have it 3rd down and 3 from the Philly 26. They're getting ready to kick what would be a game-winning field goal.
Missed it. The Eagles win.
And he missed the field goal.
Returned it for a touchdown.
So the Eagles have won, and they have got the job done. And they returned it on a block kick for a touchdown, 33-26 Eagles over the Rams. All right, let's turn it over to the one and only Todd Bosma as we welcome back Dame on the big screen.
I want to be remembered for who I was, not as a player, but like the principle that I stood on, regardless of how successful I was. I'm just excited, and really thankful and appreciative of the door being open for me to come back. It means a lot to me to not only play for this organization, but to be back in this community.
I had to earn my way, and I didn't know that I was going to ever get the credit for it or ever get the results for it. So I know what it's like to be unknown.
We're going to sing him happy birthday together.
And to not have the lights on you. I don't forget those steps that it took for me to get here. When I first made it to the league, my dad told me the night I got drafted, the best thing that I'm going to be able to do with my gift and my blessing is impact other people. There's certain stuff that I got to do to maintain that status and that level of what I do on the court. But what I do for other people is most important. The more I can impact and share with you guys my story or things that I've seen with other people and how it can help you guys. I think when I'm here sharing it with you in front of your faces, I think it'll get through better.
Portland and the Trailblazers is just important to me. It was always genuine for the first 11 years of my career.
Finally, opening night for you in the NBA. How'd you feel about your play? I felt real good. Lillard for the win. This guy is the rookie of the year.
Trailblazer fans, if they weren't already in love with Damian Lillard, are going to be now.
league is changing. Young teams that guard and that have depth and that compete, that are connected. This team has all of those things.
I ain't gonna try. Like, I don't usually be feeling like that. I feel so happy over this side.
All right, Rip City. There's only one. Take it away, Mark Mason.
And a guard, 6'3", from Wayne State, wearing the letter O, Damian.
Thank you. You know what time it is. First, I just want to say how much I appreciate you guys showing this type of love. I think it's well documented how much the Trailblazers, the city of Portland, being a part of this community, y'all know how much it means to me. So I'm extremely excited and happy to be back. I'm excited to be back. Just being back in this city, has brought a different type of joy back to my life, in my spirit. So I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be a part of a really good team as well. I think it's important for me to, acknowledge as much as this is extremely important to me personally. I think what the possibilities are for this team to become great is something that made me just as equally as excited as I was about, coming home. So having this type of team, young, depth, future stars of the league, being able to contribute to their success and be a part of that, I think it's going to open the door to bring back a lot of special moments to Rip City. So make some noise for all my teammates that also came out to support. Yes, sir. And the same for Joe, Jody, Bert, everybody who's played a part in not only my success in my career during my time in Portland, but also making it possible for me to return and welcoming me back with open arms. So it's much appreciated. I'm excited to be back. The love never changed and it's going to continue to grow. So I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
Man, they're going to go all day. All day. All right. All right, now I've got a few questions for Dame. I've been waiting a long time to ask you some questions again, man. And first of all, thanks for bringing the sunshine back out to Portland here today. We appreciate that. So I got a question for you. Let's rewind, if you can, back to 2024 January. NBA players are creatures of habit. They all have their same routines. Tell us what it was like for you coming to Moda Center and having to go to the visiting team locker room. How weird was that for you?
It was one of the more weird moments in my career. When I walked in the building, I actually didn't even know where it was. Believe it or not, I didn't know where to go. So it was weird to walk into that building that's so familiar, but then it was the one room that I probably couldn't find. So I didn't know where it was, but just that experience overall, even when I got to the floor, I walked out and I was like, usually
shove those people away from the mic.
I can lock in any environment.
I can get my mind right. And do
Whoever
what I
just
gotta
said
do.
Dallas Cowboys,
And that
get
was
him
one of
away
the
from the
first
mic.
times that I felt like, you know, from the start of the game, and I mean like pregame and to the end of the game, I never was able to engage and go to a place that I've always been able to go to, and I think that's because of like the genuine.
Please get who's ever talking about the Dallas Cowboys away from the mic.
I've always played in. You know, I've played most of my games there, and now like I'm not a part of this no more. You know, and I think it affected me, and you know, I think it was an eye opener for me on that night.
Thank you.
How much nicer is the Blazer locker room than the visiting team locker room?
It's much nicer. It's much.
We want to make sure we're taking care of the home crowd. Now, you talked about it a little bit, you know, stepping out onto the court, pregame warm-ups. Tell us what was like for you in that moment when you were introduced as a member of the visiting team, but still got that ovation from Rib City.
Man, I didn't know what to do. You know, it was like, typically I try to not, you know, draw any attention to myself, or I try to, you know, just kind of float under the radar. And when it's a moment to stick my chest out or to stand my ground, I'll do it. But it's not like I'm not looking for that. So when I had to kind of face that, and I was able to feel scared of bees, you know, almost got me. But when I kind of was forced to face that amount of love and the ovation and how it just kept going on and on and on, that was tough to deal with. You know, it was hard.
So you mentioned a little bit earlier, and I think everybody who's watched you play know what a cool customer you are, and you try to keep your emotions in check, like you said. But we saw it a little bit at the end of that video. Take us through the emotions walking into the Trailblazers locker room for that first time after you're back with the team.
I was overcome with a lot of emotion. I think mostly because not only am I coming back to, you know, this city and this organization, but it was unexpected. You know, over the last 2 seasons, being in a different city, being away from my family and being away from my kids, there was a lot of quiet time and a lot of alone time, and there was a lot of things that I just didn't have that I had become accustomed to as a regular part of my day, part of my week. It wasn't there, so just
All right, picking up someone's voice, shoo them away.
knowing like I'm a part of this team again, I'm a part of this city again. It was just a special feeling. And, it was a special feeling just to know that and know that it was, you know, it was done and it was confirmed, because I was under contract for 2 more years, you know, and it took a major injury, unfortunately. It took a lot of things for something like this to happen, because you know, it couldn't have been scripted better. You know, I couldn't have scripted it better. Only God could, and he did.
Now, today's welcome is special, is really special. But tell us, what's it going to be like for you to be introduced again at the Moda Center as a member of the Trailblazers? How are you going to feel then?
Man, it's going to feel great. I think, it's going to feel great. It's going to feel great, and that's something that I'm really looking forward to. I think every time that I've ever put that uniform on, you know, in my mind, I always, you know, would say to Joe sometimes, like, I want to step out there and, you know, everybody look like, you know, that's a real team. Like, I want to represent the Blazers in that way. Like, when we get to the tip, I want them to look at us and know, like, this team is there. And I think this time around, you know, I'm extremely excited to be introduced, but for that reason, because when I look at our team, and I look at the guys, and I got to see them from a distance before I came back to be a part of the team, and I love what I see. So being a part of that is what I'm most excited about. You know, just not only being able to be introduced, but being able to be introduced and know the type of team that I'm stepping out there with.
Now you mentioned your kids earlier, and even in your reintroductory press conference, you said you were driving when it finally dawned on your daughter that she didn't have to get on a plane to go home, which is awesome. But when did that set in for you, despite the travels of the NBA and the rigors of the schedule, that you, Damian Lillard, were back home here in Oregon? When did that set in?
I mean, I would say like around that same time it started to really register to me that like, man, like this is really happening. And then I would say like a week ago, and that would be about the time that I would usually be having to pick up and leave. And when I was like, man, I don't have nowhere to go. Like, I'm home. So that was when it really clicked, and I was just like, man, I don't have to go nowhere. You know, I'm home. That was how it crossed my mind. Appreciate it.
Now, as excited as we are to have Damian Lillard, the basketball player, back here on the Trailblazers, we're equally excited to have Damian Lillard, the person, back here in Portland and in Oregon. Tell us a little bit about why it was important for you to continue the work that you do in the community with your basketball camps and your charity, even while you were a member of the Bucks.
I think it's just, like I said, this is home. You know, I've been living in Portland for 14 years now, and you know, you don't forget about home. You know, things happen in your life. I think that goes for everybody here, but you know, the things that you love and the things that you care about, you don't stop caring and stop loving on those things just because, you know, there might be some changes. So everything that I've been connected to in the community, SEI, Black Parent Initiative, the Respect Campaign, everything that I've done around the city, my heart was connected to it. You know, I only do things that I truly care about and that I'm truly invested in. So that wasn't going to change because I was no longer a part of the Portland Trailblazers organization, because actually in my mind and in my heart, you know, I said it, you know, when I did leave, I was like, I think I'll be in the Trailblazer uniform again. I just didn't know when. So, you know, my heart and my mind was never different than it was, and it'll continue to be that way.
We appreciate that for sure. Home is where the heart is, for sure. So now you mentioned it a little bit earlier, and even in your reintroduction press conference, this team that you're joining, you talked about a young team that is ready to defend, and even when you were with the Bucks, you'd follow in because we're on the West Coast, so your games would be over and you'd be able to check in. What excites you the most about joining this new iteration of the Trailblazers?
I just think, as a whole, like when I see the team, a lot of the NBA is changing. You know, it's not the same old thing. You're seeing a lot of the younger teams starting to get out front, and those teams have depth. You know, they got a lot of defenders. They got multiple scorers. They got size. They have length, and I think with our team over the last couple years, they've been able to grow and grow and grow and grow. And then you add like a couple vets to the team, and me looking at it, I see the potential. You know, I see what it could be. Watching the games, you know, I see somebody like Tumani, and I'm like, I want to play with him. I see Denny, and I'm like, I want to play with him. I see Shea. I was here with Shea as a rookie, and I'm looking at Shea, and I'm like, I want to play with this Shea. You know, I see superstar level talent point guard like Scoot Henderson. And I'm like, I can help him. You know, I can be a part of his journey. And when I look at this team like as a whole, and what it could be, and that's like I said, from a distance, and now being up close and being around the team more, like I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. And I really think, you know, this team has the potential to do the same as a lot of these other up-and-coming teams are doing, and I'm excited to be a part of that.
Well, you mentioned some of your teammates are here to support you, so let's bring them up right now. What do you think? All right, up first, he started his college career at North Carolina, leading the Tar Heels all the way to the championship game before he transferred to Arizona, where he became Pac-12 Player of the Year, and then in his graduate year, Big 12 honors. Put your hands together for number 2, Caleb Love is here! All right, up next, He spent his previous 3 seasons in San Antonio, appearing in over 150 games. Excited for his first season with the Trailblazers. Put your hands together from Notre Dame #1, Blake Wesley's here! All right, a second-round pick in 2023 joined the Trailblazers midway through last year and is ready to have a full season here in Rip City. Guard number 91, City Snosko! Up next, it's the big man with the soft shooting touch. He's back for his 3rd year here in Rip City. Put your hands together for center number 26, Another 3rd-year Blazer. He's coming off an impressive showing at this year's Summer League and is looking to carry that over into the season. Make some noise for guard forward from France, number 21, Ryan Rupert! And speaking of Summer League, he was the buzz of Las Vegas and is already an international sensation. The 2025 first-round draft pick. Let's give a big Rip City welcome for center number 16, Jan Hansen! He's an elite rim protector and is back for his 3rd season in Portland. But it's not just defense. If you need a bucket, no problem. Just lob it to Rob. Make some noise and welcome center forward, number 35, Robert Williams III! The 3rd pick in the 2023 averaged over 5 assists last season, but don't get it wrong, he can score too. Increased his field goal and 3-point percentage last year. Put your hands together for 00. Scoot Henderson! Last year, he led the league in drawn charges. He's a defensive nightmare, constantly putting his opponents in the box, which led to him being named NBA's All-Defensive Second Team. Make some noise and welcome number 33, Tumane! One more time, put your hands together for your Portland Trailblazers! And you know what we do? To thank you for coming out, our guys have got some free shirts. So put your hands together and make some noise and get yourself a free t-shirt.
All right, here we are live from the Rip City reunion with Damian Lillard being introduced, and we had a chance to hear from him. And I was just talking with someone while Dame was talking. And what's really cool about Dame is that, he's not putting on a show. He's coming out and communicating exactly what he feels in his heart, and that's the opportunity to be back in town and be a part of Rip City, which is really cool. So I think it's pretty awesome to see Dame here and do what he's doing. But this is great. And I did not know that he was going to have a bunch of his teammates show up, but they did. And we saw a bunch of guys down here, and we had a chance to welcome them back. And this is a great event. But most importantly, props to Rip City. Absolutely awesome showing by Rip City. Thousands of people came down for the Rip City rally and given the chance to welcome Dame back, which is terrific. Absolutely love it. And Chris Burkhardt doing a good job on the camera with the footage for our live streaming, but this is great, man. Props to the fans. This is everything you want to see. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, I'm going to have a chance to talk to someone from the Blazer Booster Club, and then Chris and I will have a chance to say goodbye. But this is awesome, man. Props to Rip City. Props to Dame. This is great. It's a day of celebration here in your home of the Blazers, 620 Rip City Radio. things on everything that you saw today.
Yeah, hi, I'm Damian Lillard, and I love Rip City.
Yeah.
That's what we said. That's what I thought it was going to be, right? And I thought that was cool. I thought that was really cool to hear. I also thought it was incredible how complimentary he was of this team. Like, that does not sound like a guy who's just here because he loves Portland. It sounds like a guy who's here because he loves Portland, but honestly believes
they can win.
That this roster is set up for success moving forward. And I thought actually the part that I liked the most was when he's like, I see a budding young superstar in Scoot Henderson that I can help learn. Like that, he's here for the right reasons, man.
All right, we got some thank yous to give out. Our promotions team, Bradley, Jen, Susan, and Casey, for their assistance in getting everything set up today, which has been great. Big thanks to Michael Shacker, who took time on a Sunday to hit the studio to make sure we could get on air and helping us battle the conditions. Big thanks to Chris Burkhardt, who was, when I say multitasking, that's putting it mildly. He was co-hosting and doing social media with video and everything all at the same time, which is really cool. And so big thanks to the entire crew. This is great. But most importantly, props to Rip City for showing up on an NFL Sunday to come out and pack Pioneer Courthouse Square to welcome Dame back. I think it's freaking awesome. And there were thousands of people down here. And what was really cool about the Blazers, Dame didn't just go up and say hi. They asked questions. He had a chance to respond for multiple minutes. And then his teammates came up on stage, which was really cool.
I didn't know that. I didn't expect that. That was cool. And at first, when it was just like Caleb Love, I'm like, okay, you're going to go with some of the young guys. No, they brought basically most of the team out. It's pretty cool. And I like that. Also, the roar. There was two distinct roars. There was a roar for Tumani Kamara.
Yeah.
And there was a big roar for Young Hansen.
And I love it, too. And then when Scoot came up, Scoot.
Yeah.
And Young, he towered over everybody. Unbelievable.
He's a big boy.
All right.
A big boy.
Well, big thanks to everyone. We appreciate it. And we got a lot more coming because basketball season now is right around the corner. But, Chris, thank you, my friend.
Of course. Thank you.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. Thanks for listening to your home of the Trailblazers.